everybody? It is Black Marriage Chronicles. I am Antonio, the host and creator of Black Marriage Chronicles. It's funny now. So today we're going to do a special edition of Black Marriage Chronicles, and it is called the Dating Edition. So 3 tips I'm going to give you for dating. I'm not a relationship expert, let me just say that now, but it's just things I've found to be successful in my marriage when me and my wife go out on dates. So the first one I want to talk about is walking. Also, this applies to whether you're single or whether you're married or even if the relationship is complicated. Definitely use these 3 tips. One is when you're walking with your wife, spouse, or a friend. Always have her on the inside of you. So if you're walking, say in an area where you're, kind of just perusing and getting ice cream or whatever you got, whatever it is the date night may consist of, have your wife or your significant other on the inside of you. Meaning she should never be where she's on the facing the street. She should be on the inside of you. You should be on facing the street. So always have your significant other on the inside of you. Okay. Date night. Oh, also I need to put this in context. So ladies, if he doesn't automatically switch you over there, make sure you get on that side. And as the night progresses, he keeps failing to do that, you make sure you always put yourself on the inside of him. That should also be, I'm not saying that should be the make or break, but definitely consider that. Fellas, if you're hearing this, please make sure you add that to your dating repertoire. Make sure the female is on the inside of you if you're walking. However, if you're in a public space where there are no streets and she's not on the inside of you, say if you're at like a concert venue or something like that, then you don't have that luxury. So whether she's on your left or your right or the inside or outside, at that point it really won't make a difference. Only thing I would suggest is have your head on the swivel. When I take my granddaughter out, I've drilled that into her head, so she automatically knows if me and her are out somewhere, say if I've taken her to get some ice cream or something like that, she automatically knows what side she needs to walk with me on. She already knows she needs to be on the inside of me. She's never on the street. I don't even have to say anything. She already knows. She grabs my hand. My hand is open, free for her to get on the side that she's supposed to be on when we're walking. So I don't even have to worry about switching over because she just automatically knows that I kind of drill that in her head when we go out together. If I have her with me, she knows what side she's on. If she's out with me and my wife, then she's in the middle. Again, my wife is still on the inside, my granddaughter, then me. So dating tip number 2, parking. Don't be that person that's at the parking station and you're trying to find change to put in the meter or find your credit card and all that other stuff. Download the parking apps. Most locations have parking apps and you can put those on your phone. And this goes for both the male and the female. So first I'm going to speak to the married couples. Generally, when you go out to have date night, you're probably going to some of the same places that you frequent before. And the way of the world is now we have apps for everything. Have the apps already downloaded on your phone. My number 1 suggestion with this second tip, is to have all the apps inside of a parking app folder. So that you already have them, so that, when you get to your destination, or even before you get to your destination, you can already have the parking taken care of. So just have the parking apps already taken care of. And I look at it too as one, fellas, it just adds something to your game, so to speak. And if you're having a date night where you're trying to, maybe it's been a long work week and tensions may be a little bit high, and using a date night to kind of, get back to some form of homeostasis in your relationship, in your marriage. And so you guys are trying to go out. Tensions may be high at home, so this is what you're using a date night for. Parking eliminates the possibility of getting into an argument. So go ahead, have that app downloaded. And again, male, it doesn't matter if your husband, wife, male, female, have that parking app out and taken care of before you guys get there. Ladies, if you're driving, whether you're driving, it doesn't matter who driving. I already had the parking taken care of. Men, most of the time, we're going to take care of it, but it doesn't really matter. Just both parties should have the parking apps on their phones in a folder collectively, so that you won't be searching around all over through your phone trying to look for these parking apps. So definitely make sure those parking apps are downloaded. Now, of course, it's a little different when you go out of town. You may not have that luxury, but even I've done that as well. If I'm going to be out of town for a couple of days, I just, whatever those parking apps is, I put them in that same folder, you know, and that way they're there. So definitely download those parking apps. I already have the parking taken care of. Prime example, wife got us some tickets to go to Erica Badu. When she got the tickets, she just went on ahead and paid for the free parking. So all I had to do was drive, went in the parking structure. All I had to do was remember where we were parked at, because there hadn't been an issue before where we didn't parked in a parking structure, and oh my God, I want to say this was at, for those who are from Detroit, you know what I'm talking about. We were at Joe Louis Arena, and it was cold. I want to say we went to see a comedy concert and forgot where we parked at. So prior to the parking apps, we would just take pictures. After that incident at Joe Louis, I would just take pictures of where we were parked at. But yeah, we got lost in Joe Louis Arena and was really literally running around that parking lot for probably about a good 20-30 minutes trying to find the car, and it was cold. She barely had on anything, so it was horrible. But anyway, parking, make sure that's already taken care of. Again, I highly suggest have a folder on your phone with those parking apps already in there, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, dating tip number 3, and it is, fellas, don't wait for her to hold your hand or initiate holding hand. Hold her hand, and I'm gonna say start that in the car. Just reach over and grab her hand and hold it for no reason. Again, if there's tensions at home, that'll help. So hopefully, it depends on how mad you are with one another, it'll help kind of break that. Normally, I think women chill out when you grab their hand and hold it, because that's the kind of stuff that they like. One, it gets into their head. Women are stimulated on an emotional level first, mentally, so you got to get there with them, and that kind of jumpstart that. And it helps the night go. You got something to look forward to, as the night goes on. So start the holding hand, and then when you get into this public venue, again, hold her hand. Sometimes you don't, but I would say initiate the hand holding once you get to that public arena. So hopefully you like those tips and you found some value in that. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave any comments below. I'd appreciate it. This date night edition, dating night tips going. So definitely leave those comments below. I appreciate it, and I'm just going to wish you